Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Invin. Today I am coming back at you with another video from the New World Beta, and it's going to be an engineering guide. Now obviously, like I said, this was pre-recorded during the beta, like yesterday's video. And on a side note to that, I just want to say thank you for all the support on yesterday's video and the New World videos in general. Like I said yesterday, I'm going to keep pumping out as many of these as I can. I've got a ton of content, ton of pre-recorded footage and things that I'm going to keep putting out for you guys with different topics. I've got a few things I want to talk through with you all and kind of get like a conversational type video going. And I've also got some other stuff which I've got some cool ideas for, and other types of content ideas that relate to New World to keep you guys hyped and ready for the game. And like I am, I really want to play it again, so I'm just going to keep making content for it for as long as I can. Obviously we've got a couple of months, so we'll see how it goes, but for now we're sticking with New World. So if you are enjoying the videos, make sure you drop a like on the video down below, as it really does help me out. Make sure you join the Discord. We're having tons of discussions about New World and about loads of other things gaming related over there. If you are interested in joining my community at a higher level, then go ahead, join the Discord, get involved with us over there. We'd love to have you. Other than that, enjoy today's video, enjoy the guide, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Invin. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a guide on the workshop or engineering skills so that you guys can level this up as quickly as possible and obviously get the most advantage out of it. Now engineering is used obviously to craft your ammunition as well as your tools and some bows and muskets as well, and you can also get some proficiency boosters and repair kits as you're going along, as well as some engineering components. And then obviously furniture is in the same workshop area, so we will briefly touch on that towards the end of the video as well, but I'm going to mainly focus on engineering here because this is going to be the main bread and butter of what you're going to want to level up if you are wanting to craft those higher level tools and ammunition. So first of all, obviously you start off at level 0. It tells you on the left menu here the item, so for example iron musket, and just on the right there it's got a little cog with a number next to it, and that is the engineering skill level required in order to craft it. So you can see the iron musket and treated wood bow are both available at level 0, and then as you increase your level 25 and 27 respectively, you're going to get the hunter's long shot, which is a musket, and the venerable recurve, which is a bow, and then obviously steel musket and lacquered bow at engineering level 50, and so on as you level up your engineering skill. Now currently in the top right you can see that my engineering skill is at level 63, and it tells you underneath each item in the bottom right where it says currently can't craft, or if I go into something which I can craft where it says the craft button, it tells you the tax that you're going to get charged for crafting this item in the current city you are in, and it tells you the experience which you are going to get. Now in order to level this up quickly, you're going to want to go for things that are the cheapest in terms of materials and resources, whilst also giving you a decent amount of experience. So things like ammunition is very useful, so when you're crafting this, particularly if you are going to be a musket or bow user yourself, it's going to be very beneficial to craft this at the same time as giving you a decent amount of XP. But if you are trying to power level, these are not the best things to make. However, you can sell them for a decent amount of money as well, so it kind of depends on what you want to do there. My first thing to level up would be getting as much gunpowder as you can, and saltpeter there, if you just hover over it, it says it is derived from caves, so as long as you have a pickaxe you can go into caves, find some saltpeter, and obviously charcoal is refined at the smelter. It's just green wood in the smelter and you'll be able to get charcoal, and flint is picked up from the floor around, and these actually give you 96 engineering points per gunpowder crafted, or per 5 I should say, because they are crafted in bunches of 5, and that's going to be really good because that's quite a lot of experience for not a lot of effort. And what you can do then with the gunpowder is if you head back up to any of these cartridges, so like iron cartridges here, you use gunpowder, and it's 1 gunpowder, 1 linen, and 4 iron ingots for 50 cartridges. Or of course you can go down to steel cartridges, and it's going to be 1 gunpowder, 2 satin, and 3 steel ingots for those ones because they're the higher tier. And what you can go ahead and do is craft those, and that will give you a further 180 for steel or 72 for iron, which is going to give you a lot more experience on top of the stuff that you already get from gunpowder. So that is one of my personal favourites in terms of things to do for leveling up engineering very quickly early on. As well as this, obviously you can do tools, and tools are going to be very useful because it's going to increase your crafting speed the higher level tools that you do craft. Now one really important thing to do at the start of the game when you do get your first set of iron tools, obviously just get a few materials going, but when you get duplicate materials and you are able to make these a bit more, maybe you've leveled up your engineering to around level 30 or 40 plus, you can go ahead on here, add in some Azoth when you're going to do it, click accept, and that will add Azoth into your craft, which is giving it a higher chance, so a very high chance to get a perk 1, meaning that it will be a green item, and this perk can be anything like luck, yield, extra durability, anything like that, which is going to improve your gathering experience. So it's going to be super useful if you are going to be someone who's focusing on engineering to craft for yourself, as well as for your guild mates or company mates, and obviously to sell if you are going to do some of these higher tier ones. So for example, if I did a steel harvesting sickle, I would then go ahead and put 30 on for this one because you've got a chance of getting 2 perks here, okay? When you get to tier 3, 3 perks, tier 4, 4 perks, and so on. So you want to put more Azoth in, and then if obviously I got a double perk that was very, very good, at a decent gear score, then I'll be able to sell that for a lot of money or use it effectively myself to gather further materials for crafting, which is going to be super, super useful. Now, obviously, on top of this, these do give a decent, very, very decent amount of engineering XP. So when you are crafting tools, try to craft a full set for yourself every time you unlock a new tier and you've got the materials. And then obviously craft them for friends or company mates, or even just craft them to sell if they're selling for a decent price on your city's market currently, because they are going to give you probably the most experience for engineering out of all of the items. But obviously with ammunition, you can always probably sell that because people are going to need it a lot more than tools. Once you've got one set of tools, you don't really need any more. So it's kind of a swings and roundabouts what you want to do there, but if you do just want to spam craft tools and then obviously just deconstruct them for a few of the materials and the repair parts, that is also an option too. Then another thing to note down here is that you get weak proficiency potions, which increases the amount of resources gathered with the tool by 5% for 10 minutes. This unlocks at level 20 on engineering, but it only gives 36 engineering experience, so although it's quite a decent item, it's not that worth getting. You then also have things like repair kits, which again, it can fully repair any tier 2 item, but requires 40 repair parts and it requires a crafting mod. It's better to just repair things within your inventory, and it only gives 2 engineering XP, so it's really not worth doing, so I'd probably steer away from repair kits there. Ash Stain is for furniture, and it gives a bit of furnishing XP. Basically with furniture, you're just going to be able to make decorations and furniture and storage chests, etc. for your house, but you would probably want to have a house before you do this, unless you are making it to sell and make money, which is entirely up to you, but I've kind of, obviously, as you can see, 0 levels in furnishing skills, so I haven't tried this out too much. It's not something which has appealed to me just yet, because I'm going to focus on it more in full release when we obviously get access to houses for a longer period of time, so I can actually make use of making these items for the house. But currently there's a lot to build in here, and you can level it up fairly easily, so it is another fun little skill that you can level up there and make at the same place at the workshop as you would be leveling up your engineering. Now, as you can see here, you can get up to tier 100 in engineering, and that will allow you to craft tier 4 star metal skinning knives or harvesting sickles or logging axes, just tools in general, as well as arrows and ammunition and that kind of thing too. And obviously some bows. As you can see here, the Weirdwood bow is unlocked at level 100 as well, which is pretty nice because it means that you've got a decent chance at getting a very good weapon out of crafting this. Now, when we look at things like the star metal skinning knife, for example, it will tell you that it obviously has a chance to get 3 perks. It will give you the gear score roughly in the range that you will get for the engineering level that you currently have, the gather speed that it will get, and the required level to equip it. Now, as well as this, it will tell you that the workshop must be tier 4 in order to use it, and obviously when you get onto the tier 5 tools as well, it will be a tier 5 workshop. So just make sure that once you have leveled up your engineering skill to the level which is required to make the tools, the actual station you're trying to use in the town you're in is a high enough level, otherwise this will still be redded out and you won't be able to use it. So you might have to travel somewhere else, take your materials with you to craft a higher tier station if there is a town with one in. Currently this workshop in Everfall on the beta for me is tier 4, so I would be able to craft these tools here, which is nice, but obviously I need to level up to 100 in order to be able to do that. But it also tells you what materials you will need, and if you just hover over these, it tells you how you can get them and where they are from. So this is refined at a tier 4 smelter, the timber here is tier 2 woodworking, and the leather obviously is a tier 2 tannery. But obviously if you hover over some of these for the lower levels and they're just base resources, it will tell you where it's derived from, which means where you can get it from. For example, skinning, you will get you the basic raw hide. If you chop down trees, that will get you green wood, etc. And those will tell you where to get those from as well for the lower levels. So if you are struggling to find where to get material from, you just hover over it and it will tell you as well. And then also it tells you down here, this will get you 900 engineering experience. So that's a pretty good amount of experience, but by the time you get up to level 100, there's probably other ways which are going to get you it for a lot faster, such as maybe the star metal arrows, because they're going to give you 525, and probably a lot of people are going to want to buy them, particularly mid to late game. So it swings around about on what you want to do, whether you want to craft tools and sell them if you're ahead of the game by quite a bit, or if you want to craft the weapons and sell them, then you can go ahead and do that too. Or indeed, if you want to craft the ammunition, sell that, or just break these items down for repair parts and a few of the materials back. It's entirely up to you what you want to do, but it is a very, very good and useful skill to level up. So hopefully this video has showed you guys how to do that effectively and efficiently, and how to work out what you need to craft these materials. Like I say there, feathers derived from turkeys. Every time you skin a turkey, you'll get feathers, and that is how you would be able to make those ones there. And obviously then these ones are going to be from higher tier refining. Now hopefully you guys have found this video useful. If you have and you found it informative, please do leave a like on the video down below, as that would really, really help me out. And if you are new to the channel and you're enjoying New World content and you'd like to see more New World content, then please do consider hitting the subscribe button down below. We are pushing for 3k subscribers, so your support there will be much, much appreciated. And other than that, as always, thank you very much for watching. Take care and Peace.